Welcome to the CryptoPath Ranger family. I am going to get started. Let me make sure my sound is still good. Testing, testing, testing. If you guys can't hear me on YouTube, please do let me know. We will be getting started here shortly. Let me do one more thing to get TikTok rolling, and we will be getting started. Hopefully, everyone's having a great weekend. Um, Without further ado, let's get going. So, what is going on with Bitcoin right now? By the way, I do want to tell you I'm trying out this new indicator. It tells you where the local supports and resistances are based on the time frame you're looking at. So right now this is the 5-minute chart. If you look at the 1-hour chart, it will change the support and resistances. I'm still testing it out. I'm still trying to see if it's accurate. It says it has a probability win-loss rate up here. To me, it's 50-50. So honestly, I don't think it's super accurate. And to me, I wouldn't trust it, but I am testing it just to see how it does. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing right now. If you're wondering what this is, that's kind of what it is. It kind of looks at the past candles and tells you the chances for the next candle to close above a certain price based on what time frame you're on. So if you're on the 1-minute chart, the chances for it to close up or down is very low, like 0.03%. But if you're on the daily chart, the chances are quite high. Like maybe it comes down to 28,570. That's a 30% chance that could happen today. 30% chance. So the AI thinks that's a 30% chance that could happen. I'm kind of testing that out. But with that being said, I'm going to get going. I'm going to restart the TikTok stream because I don't know what's going on with it. I think there's something going on when I have my VPN on that it doesn't want to work right. So let me get that going again, and then we'll get started. So if you guys are new, appreciate if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family so they can get notified as well as we go live. Join our Telegram group. That link to join that is in the description of the YouTube video. I will look at FET coin in a second. That was our first request. But first of all, before I look at FET, we are going to look at Bitcoin. So I'm going to start on the weekly time frame, and we're going to go down from there. So weekly time frame is overbought. Right now, it's currently down, but it is overbought. You have 1 day and 4 hours left, and that's kind of it. The 3-day chart's almost completely oversold, finally getting a green candle, which tells us that momentum is going to the upside. Again, the candles look different because it is a new indicator I'm trying out. I think if Bitcoin gets above this level of 32.5, Bitcoin could really rip. Looking at the daily chart right now, daily chart is already curling up. If you want to make a higher high, you would have to break 30,900, so we'll call it 31K. If you break 31K, that is that's a higher high, and that'd be very good for our uptrend. And if we go down to the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart is curling down, oversold. So I'm actually looking for an entry on Bitcoin here pretty soon, which is good for the entire market. 1-hour 4 chart looks ready for a move to the upside, completely bottomed out pretty much. And you got the 1-hour chart, which is now curling up. Again, 1-hour chart just made a higher low. I believe it did at least. The last time you were completely oversold was all the way back here. Where you were at 28,863 and our low this time was 29,000. So to me, it's a $150 higher low. That's a good sign right now. And based on this chart, it thinks you'll go up to 29.3 before the next candle. So in the next hour, it thinks you'll hit 29.3. 47% chance for that to happen, according to this new indicator I am trying out. And the 15-minute chart is overbought, making a lower high. So to me right now, the 50% chance is very much in jeopardy because the 15-minute is already rolling down. So my guess is you probably don't hit 29.3, but we'll see what happens. It's only $80 away. But longer term, I'm looking at what I'm seeing on the 1-hour chart, and I'm looking at what I'm seeing on the 4-hour chart. So I am expecting a move to the upside here on Bitcoin. Also, you're sitting at support at 29.2. And to be honest with you, I also see a bull pennant here on Bitcoin. If you want to use the wicks, you can. If you don't want to use the wicks, you can still see the bull pennant. So I'm predicting a move to the upside for Bitcoin here. That's kind of what I'm predicting. And yeah, bull flag, it's a bull flag, bull pennant. Not really a bull flag, but they still have the same measure move. Your measure move is from the top wick to the bottom wick down there, and then you would take it from the bottom of the triangle to the top. These have a chance to break to the upside 68% of the time, that'd be really good for the entire market. Your measure move would take you up to $32,200. I looked at another YouTuber, that was the same price he gave, so I believe we are going to see 32.2 sooner than later. I'm actually probably going to, based on this information, I might take a long on Max Global. I was using Bybit. I just started using them actually, and then a few days later they said that now you have to get authorized, or you have to KYC. So now I'm moving over to Max Global. I just deposited some money there today, and I'm going to probably take my first trade there for a while. So, but anyways, that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to do that, go up to around 32.2, altcoins would do pretty well. Let's go over and look at FETcoin. That was our first request today. Thank you. So, FETcoin, that is on Coinbase, and let's see what's going on with FET. Appreciate the follows on TikTok, and yeah, so FETcoin, starting on the weekly chart. I think I had some sort of falling wedge here, but we'll get into that in a second. Weekly chart is ready for a move to the upside. That's a very good sign. Now, if we go to the 3-day chart for FETcoin, I would even say the 3-day chart is ready for a move to the upside, and the daily chart is also ready for a move to the upside. Now, going to the smaller time frames, 4-hour chart. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the price action. 4-hour chart is a little sketchy right now, probably going to make a lower high. If you don't break 38 cents, pretty much that's a lower high, so that's not a very good sign. I had this in a bull pen, it kind of looks like here. Yeah, I'm going to just clear this chart completely, and we're just going to restart. So you're below the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. I don't like to see that. I think anytime you're above that, you're really bullish on the coin or any asset really, and that's at 36.2 cents. And the 1-hour chart, again, is pretty much at the same price on the 200-day moving average. I guess it's a little bit lower. You're still below it, in my opinion. 1-hour chart is probably trying to make a higher low, so that is a good sign for FETcoin. I also see another. So a lot of these altcoins will resemble what Bitcoin is doing. It doesn't look exactly the same. That is not what I wanted to do. It doesn't look exactly the same, but they do resemble kind of what Bitcoin is trying to do. And this is also, in my opinion, this is more of a symmetrical triangle than a bull pennant, but they still have a 50-50 chance to break to the upside or downside. Your measure move to the upside would take you up to 38 cents, back to that local high, maybe for a possible double top. That's not a very good sign, but it's a better sign than going to the downside. Downside target is 27.8 cents. So those are two drastic moves each way, but those are the measure moves, 27.8 and 30, almost 40 cents, I guess. So that would be probably a higher high. Let me just double check my math on that. Yeah, I guess it would take you above 38 cents. It would take you up to that 39.5 level. So FETcoin has a 50-50 chance to go to the upside or downside. It's in its symmetrical triangle. Like I said, the 4-hour chart is getting overbought. That's a little bit sketchy. So the 4-hour chart might need to get overbought and then reset. But the 1-hour chart looks like it could move to the upside. Going to the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart is overbought. Let's see. It's making a lower high. Probably going to kind of do something like this. Probably going to go to the top of the channel up here around around 32 cents. And then it'll probably come down here, and hopefully you get the bounce to the upside then. But to me right now, it's not quite ready to break out. You have a little bit more to go in the triangle. Price is getting pretty tight right now, but we'll kind of see what happens. FETcoin is definitely one to watch, though, going forward. Appreciate the follows. If you guys have more requests, let me know, and I'll look at them. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. FET actually looks decent right now for a possible move to the upside. 50-50 chance, though, on FETcoin. And it does look like FETcoin, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin and for FETcoin. So I'll take any more requests that you guys might have. I do want to look at one more thing. The Fear and Greed Index right now, it's something I like to look at. It is currently at 64 greed, so be cautious. Be wary of the market. There is a chance we get a further pullback here based on the Fear and Greed Index, but you can't trade just based on that. But it's something that I definitely do look at and take with a grain of salt. So hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. Yeah, so I guess a new change that I did deposit about $80 on Max Global. We'll see what happens with it. And I think I might take my first trade on later today, or maybe even right now, because right now I am seeing Bitcoin looks decent to me for a long position. Now, I'm looking at the smaller time frames, 50-minute chart. Before I would probably enter a trade, I would want to see the 50-minute chart come back to the downside. Probably, I would like to see Bitcoin come back to the bottom of the pattern, probably around 29,200 or 176 before I'd be interested in a long position. But if that happens to me, I would be interested in a long position on Bitcoin. I'm going to actually put alert at $29,175 or 176 because around that level would be the bottom of the pattern, and that'd be a good entry on Bitcoin. And then you could have a tight stop loss below your last local low, maybe at 29,000, because you'd have a wick all the way there. So to me, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And yeah, so if you guys would like a referral link, I can send that. I can post at my Telegram channel later today if anyone's interested in that. But that's kind of what I'm looking at for the markets right now. If anyone has any other requests, let me know. I appreciate the likes on YouTube and TikTok. And Craig wants us to look at ONT now. All right, so that's the next request, ONT. So this is on Bybit. I'm going to use a perpetuals contract right now to look at this. And let me see what this looks like. So right now on the weekly chart is overbought. You got the 3-day chart making a higher low, and you got the daily chart making a higher low. So to me, actually looks decent to me for a long entry. The 4-hour chart right now is overbought though, so I take that back. Based on smaller time frames, you're below the 200-day moving average. You're making a lower high on price action, and the 1-hour chart to me right now doesn't look great either. 1-hour chart's trying to make a higher low though, so it's kind of interesting. And the 15-minute chart right now is making a higher high. So to me right now, would I buy this coin? I would say it's a wait game. It's not a no, but it's a wait. To me, it's a wait. So go back to the daily chart. The daily chart right now, if I go back to the daily chart and we can look at support and resistances for ONT, you're pretty much, I would say, at a local high here at 33 cents. And you have a local low down there at 17.5. And if I keep zooming out, is that all the data there is? ONT doesn't have a lot of data. So I would also say that this is a good resistance level. Bring that down a little bit. I would say resistance is also at 26 cents, 25 cents. So to the upside, you have a little resistance at 25.5 for ONT. I don't know what this coin is. I've never heard of it. I am on the Bybit chart, but that is kind of what I'm looking at for ONT. To me, doesn't look like the best entry right now. Short term, I would stay away from it. Maybe wait for it to hit the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. Or if I would say might be a buy above 26 cents. But to me right now, it's kind of going sideways right now. So I'd stay away from ONT as of right now. How's it going? Banger. Take a look at TEM. All right. That is the third request of the day. TEM. This is definitely one I've never heard of. So I have my button here. If I don't like a coin, I'll hit it. But as of right now, I haven't had to hit it, so that's a good sign. So I don't know what this is. TEM. Oh my god. It might be the one we have to hit. This doesn't look good at all on the weekly chart. On the 3-day chart, right now it's completely bottomed out. It looks like it's continually going down. Is this on? Hold on. Alright, so the daily chart doesn't look good to me. The 4-hour chart is making a lower highs. 1-hour chart is same thing. A massive downtrend. That looks horrible. Would I buy this one? I hate to say it, but no. Look, the chart looks horrible. I mean, it is straight down, straight up, straight down, I should say. Ever since it came out, it's in a massive downtrend. I can't see why you'd want to buy this unless you're shorting it. Not financial advice, but I mean, look at the chart. You know, you had a good rally, I guess, when it first came out, but definitely ever since the late March, for the last 3 weeks, it's gone straight down. I mean, you could say it's due for a pump, but to me, I would stay away from something that's just, you'd be trying to catch a falling knife if you bought this, in my humble opinion. So that's a no from me on whatever, on TEMcoin. TEM, that's a big no for me. Big no. Appreciate the follows on TikTok and the one like I have on TikTok. Can't be as bad as XCN. I would actually say this chart looks worse than XCN, but we'll go look at XCN. I actually closed my position on that. I was up like 80%. I probably maybe should have stayed in the short, but whatever. I didn't. I should have. I definitely should have actually. It's at 25.1. I entered the short 29.5 on 10x leverage, so I don't know what I'd be up. Yeah, I don't know what to be up. On XCN, if I stayed in my short, I would have been up approximately 170% right now. Yeah, I probably should have stayed in my short if we're being honest, but I didn't. I did think it would keep going down. I just thought there would be money other places, and I would have more money in my account right now if I stay in the short. But XCN and the TEM coin both look horrible. And both of them, I think you can trade on Bybit. I think maybe not TM. Did I see that on Bybit? Yeah, it's on Bybit, but I don't. No, you can trade TEM. You can trade this one on. Was it TM? Now I'm confused. Yeah, you can. Hold on a second. TEM. TEM. USD. Actually, TEM is not on Bybit, so you can't trade it on leverage like I was doing with XCN. So to me, yeah, both charts look really, really bad in my humble opinion. So that's kind of what I'm looking at today for the markets. Nothing crazy to talk about. I'm all moved into my new place, so I'm all settled in, so that's a good sign, and that's good news because that means I can now go live at my normal times. Obviously, Saturdays, we went live a few minutes late today, but we go live at 3 p.m. Central Times on Saturday, and then, of course, on Mondays, 8 p.m. Central Time, sometimes 7:45 p.m. Central Time. But those are the 2 times we go live during the week, and then, of course, I make videos throughout the week if I need to. But if there's any other requests, I'll look at the other requests. Otherwise, that's kind of all I got for today. Hopefully, everyone's having a great weekend. I know Bitcoin's kind of going sideways this weekend, but I do think we're in a bull pennant or a bull flag, and I am looking for a move to the upside, which would help the entire market as well. Iron is the next request, the fourth one of the day. Let's see if it will survive the test to buy or sell. Oh my gosh. How can I do analysis on this? It just came out. Oh my god. The 4-hour chart's over about making a lower high. 1-hour chart is oversold, making a higher low, so that's a good sign. The 15-minute chart is, well, 15-minute chart probably is going to make a lower high again. So to me right now, I'm not going to say it's a sell or it's not a buy, but to me, I probably should. I would say it's a wait, though. To me, to be honest with you, I would say it's a wait. It's a coin I would not buy, but not sell. I guess you could, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna say it's not a buy. This could honestly be a bull flag here on Iron Coin. Whatever, I've never heard of it, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. This Iron Coin right now, a possible move to the upside incoming when the smaller time frames are reset, such as the 1-hour chart. Major move could take you as high as 640. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Iron Coin. This actually doesn't look horrible. If the 1-hour chart, if the 4-hour chart reset, it made a higher low or stay and didn't lose, I would say $5.20, which would probably be hard for it to reset and not lose that level. If it doesn't lose, I would say we'll call it 515. If the 4-hour chart doesn't lose 515 and gets oversold again, then this could be a buy. I mean, it can pop when it's overbought on the 4-hour chart. It's just very unlikely. So this could be a bull flag here. It's still a little sketchy, but I'm not. It definitely looks a lot better than TM coin, the last one we looked at. So this one does not look bad at all. I would probably not take the trade on it until I saw a breakout and retest it as support, because it is a little bit of a sketchy coin in my humble opinion. The overall chart doesn't look great, and it came out, but you never know. It's probably a low market cap coin, so it looks a lot better than the last request, so thank you for that. But that's definitely a possible trade setup if you want to take that trade. I'm not going to, but you could. I am a little bit curious. What coins can you trade on Mex Global? So XCN you can trade on that TM. All right. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for the markets. And then the next request from Craig is Bone. We can go look at Bone. I think I made a video on Bone the other day. Bone coin. So, Bone coin on the daily chart. So you're at $1.02. You're pretty much at support right now. You already had a wick below it and came back above it. My guess is you're not going to hold this as support, and you're probably going to see a retest of that support down there at 85 cents, which you got a perfect bounce off of. And then you have support below that at 75 cents from back here, and then you have support below that at 60 cents from around the 16th of November of 2022. If you were to hold this support, which I don't think is likely, your next resistance I would say would be 143, and then above that almost $2. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Bone coin. To me, it doesn't look great. You got the daily chart overbought. You got the 4-hour chart, which is oversold, but it's below the 200-day moving average, so that's not a great sign. And the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart would suggest you can hold this support, though. The 15-minute chart right now is overbought, though. 15-minute wants to take you down lower, and it wants to lose the support. 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart would like to hold it, though, so that's a likely that you do hold 102 as support based on that. But to me, this is probably a wait and see if you hold the support. If you don't hold it, you could take a short. If you do hold it, you could take a long. But I would probably wait for the 15 to reset. If it makes a lower low, then obviously you're probably not going to hold that support. So that's Bone for you right now. To me, it looks a little bit sketchy on the 15-minute chart, but if the 15 can make a higher low above, I would say 101, which that'd be hard. But if it does that, then I guess it's bullish right now. Appreciate the like on TikTok. And then we have Banger saying that he wants us to look at Fort. So Coinbase. This is one that is doing very well today. I got to check something really quick. Can I short this on Max Global? No. Okay. Fort right now. So let me start on the daily chart for Fort. It's overbought, but daily chart has a little more movement to the upside. It could give you if it wanted to. The 4-hour chart is suggesting you come down. It might be flagging out on the higher time frames. The 1-hour chart is definitely making a higher high, as you can see. As long as you make a higher low above 17.4, that's bullish. And the 15-minute chart is already dumping decently, and you're not getting much dump on the price action, so I usually don't look at the 5-minute time frame, but I am going to now. 5 minutes overbought is oversold, making a higher low. To me right now, this is probably going to keep going up to the upside. If I go back to the daily chart, where could we go for Fort coin? It's above the 200-day moving average. That's a very bullish sign in my humble opinion. And your next resistance is around that 33-cent mark. If I zoom in to find the exact resistance level, I would pretty much say 32 cents, we'll call it evenly, is your next resistance to the upside. You could even say there's a low resistance at 24 cents, which you're trying to get through right now. Then you're looking at 31, 32 cents, and then if you break that, you could boom to the upside on Fort. So Fort, I don't know what the market cap is, but it's doing very well today. A high risk, though, because it is very overbought on the daily time frame. But the smaller time frames, 5-minute chart is suggesting you get more of a move to the upside. So I would just be very cautious trading anything that's up 60% for the day. But good request. Yeah, so if that's kind of what I'm looking at in the markets. Thank you for everyone that joined the YouTube live stream. What is Bitcoin doing? Going back to Bitcoin. 15-minute chart is holding it pretty well. The 5-minute chart, it's looking like I might have to take a trade on Bitcoin if it breaks. If it goes back to 29,175, I'm going to take a long. Or if it breaks 29,280, I would take a long position on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm going to put another alert at 29,280. I'm going to watch this like a hawk today, and those are my two longs. I'm bullish on Bitcoin right now. That's a good sign, right? The 1-hour chart is just getting started. The 4-hour chart is just getting started to the upside. It hasn't even curved up yet. and you're in a bull pennant. So I would say your breakout line is that resistance there at 29.3. We'll call it 29.3 to be safe. We'll call it 29.3 to be safe as a breakout line for Bitcoin out of this bull pennant, or to the downside if you came down to the bottom of the pennant. This I would rather come down to the bottom of the pennant and enter at 129.170 because then you could have a tight stop loss. But that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Also, as long as you stay on the 4-hour chart, as long as you stay above the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin, I would say as long as Bitcoin stays above 21.5, in my humble opinion, Bitcoin is still bullish. You could even say 21.6. I would say 21.6. As long as Bitcoin stays above, it's 20. Well, that's a long ways to the downside. I don't know why. I was thinking that was 28.6. Never mind. I take that back. That's not going to help us right now. So, but yeah, if Bitcoin wanted to move to the upside, you'd have to be looking at a move above 29.3 for a confirmed breakout, in my humble opinion. Yeah. And then XRP was the next request. XRP right now at 48 cents, trying to break that resistance because I did have resistance at 48 cents. I did have a measured move of something at 50 cents, but daily chart is getting started. So if daily chart looks good, forward chart is really struggling at this resistance that you can see right now. But it doesn't look horrible, actually. The 1-hour chart right now is just getting started. 1 hour is trying to keep you above that 48 cent resistance. And the 15-minute chart is overbought as well. So to me right now it's a little bit sketchy, but you are trying to make moves to the upside on XRP. If you hold 48 cents as support, your next resistance that I have charted is all the way up at 54 cents. I had it from way back here. XRP on the small time frames on the 15-minute chart was in a bull flag. And your measured move would have been basically 50 cents. Measured move was 50.5 cents. So that could still be in play right now for XRP. Yeah. XRP looks good. It stays above 48 cents. So your next stop is 53 cents. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to end the TikTok live stream and go from there. I will see you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And go check out our YouTube live stream because we are on YouTube as well. See you guys in the next video stream. I am bullish, though, on Bitcoin for the weekend, so I am looking for a move to the upside. Again, I'll probably take a long position on Bitcoin tonight, but that's kind of where I stand with the markets. So, will Gala go down to 2 cents? I have no idea. I don't even know what Gala's at right now. I just ended the TikTok stream because there's like no requests on there. I can't believe they're all coming from YouTube. That usually it's the opposite. But anyways, Gala's at 4 cents right now. Daily chart is oversold. 3-day chart. If you don't hold 3 cents, your next stop is 1.7. But if you stay above 3 cents, your next resistance is almost 5 cents at 4.9. So unless Bitcoin makes a new low below 20K, I guess that's not a new low. But if Bitcoin, I would say if Bitcoin makes a new low actually below 15, then obviously 1.7 is on the table. But that's beyond that. As long as Bitcoin stays around 30,000, there's no way this is going to 2 cents. It all depends on what Bitcoin wants to do. You know, anything can happen. It is crypto. So. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this, appreciate if you hit the like, subscribe, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. See you guys on Monday.